Someone disrespected you recently, and you are still carrying it. Maybe it was said in a meeting, maybe it was the way a friend spoke to you in front of other people. Maybe it was nothing anyone else even noticed, but you noticed. And some part of you has been rehearsing what you should have said ever since. The Stoics had a great deal to say about this, and almost none of it is comfortable. They were not interested in making you feel better about being insulted. They were interested in something harder. They wanted to make the insult stop working. So here are 4 harsh truths about disrespect. The first one is going to sting. Truth number 1. Most of the time, you are not angry because they were wrong. You are angry because some part of you is afraid they were right. Epictetus had a line for this. He said that when someone speaks badly of you, do not defend yourself. Instead say, "He does not know my other faults, or he would have mentioned those too." Read that again. That is not humility, that is armor. Because the moment you agree that you are flawed, the insult has nothing left to grip. You cannot be wounded by a description of yourself that you have already accepted. That is what the Stoics meant by making an insult stop working. Truth number 2. The person who disrespected you was almost certainly not thinking about you at all. Marcus Aurelius began his mornings by reminding himself that he would meet people that day who were arrogant, ungrateful, and rude. Not because he was bitter, because he refused to be surprised. Marcus was not being cynical. He was inoculating himself. If you walk into your day expecting everyone to be decent, then every rude person is an ambush. You get hijacked. But if you walk in already knowing that some people will be careless with you, their carelessness stops being news. It arrives, you recognize it, and you keep walking. Here is the part that stings. The colleague who talked over you in that meeting has almost certainly forgotten. The friend whose tone cut you was probably thinking about their own bad morning. The driver who cut you off does not know you exist. You have spent hours in a conversation with someone who left the room a long time ago. That is not a comforting thought. It is a liberating one, because it means the thing keeping you awake is not them. It is you, running their lines for them, night after night, in a theater with no audience. Truth number 3. The respect you are demanding from them is respect you are not giving yourself. Notice what actually replays in your head. It is rarely what they said, it is what you did not say back. The silence. The moment you let it pass. The version of you that stood there and took it. You are not angry at their disrespect, you are angry at your own compliance. The Stoics were unusually direct about this. Epictetus taught that no one can truly humiliate you without your participation. And he meant something specific by that. Not that words cannot land, but that the lasting damage is done afterwards, by you, in how you choose to carry it. A person who respects himself can hear an insult, weigh it honestly, and set it down. A person who does not will carry it for a week, looking for somewhere to put it. So what does self-respect actually look like, in the moment where somebody has just been rude to you? It is quieter than you would think. It is not the perfect comeback. Comebacks are usually just disrespect returned with better timing, and they cost you the very thing you were trying to protect. Musonius Rufus, who taught Epictetus, argued that philosophy is proved by conduct rather than by argument. Applied here, that means self-respect is not something you announce. It is something you demonstrate, and usually by what you decline to do. You decline to perform for them. You decline to audition for approval you did not even want an hour ago. You decline to spend your entire evening building a case against somebody who is not in the room. The person who cannot be disrespected is not the one with the sharpest reply. It is the one who does not need a reply at all. Truth number 4, and this is the hardest one. The revenge you are planning is the disrespect continuing, except now you are the one doing the work. Think about what actually happened here. Somebody spent 4 seconds being careless with you. In return, you have given them your commute, your shower, your dinner, and the first hour of your sleep. They spent 4 seconds, you have spent 4 hours. If a stranger told you they were going to take 4 hours of your life this week, you would call it theft. When you hand it over yourself, you call it processing. Marcus Aurelius wrote that the best revenge is simply not to become like the person who wronged you. Read that as strategy rather than as virtue. Every hour you spend rehearsing that argument, you are becoming a slightly worse version of yourself, in service of somebody who is not thinking about you at all. Seneca wrote an entire book about anger, and his conclusion was not that anger is wrong. It was that anger is expensive. He pointed out that almost nobody ever calculates the cost. The injury itself is usually small, a comment, a tone, a slight. But the response to it can consume a week, damage a friendship, and cost you sleep that you never get back. The injury was their doing. The bill is yours. And here is the trap that catches intelligent people especially. The better you are at analyzing things, the longer you can justify staying inside the loop. You are not brooding, you are examining. You are not obsessing, you are understanding. But there is a simple test. Ask whether the next hour of thinking about this will change anything you actually do. If it will, keep thinking. If it will not, you are not solving anything, you are just bleeding slowly. So what do you actually do the next time somebody is careless with you? 3 things, and none of them require you to be a better person than you are today. First, name it privately and name it accurately. Not, "He disrespected me," which is a verdict, something smaller and truer. "He interrupted me twice and I said nothing." Precision drains the drama out of it. Second, decide within the hour whether it requires a response at all. Most things do not. If it does, respond to the behavior and not to the insult wrapped around it. 1 sentence is usually enough. "I would like to finish my point." Third, and this is the one that actually works, give it a deadline. Tell yourself you may think about this until you go to bed tonight, and then it is finished. You will be surprised how often that holds, because most rumination continues purely because nothing ever told it to stop. Come back to the thing you were carrying at the start of this. Somebody was careless with you. You noticed, and you have been running it back ever since, sharpening a reply you will never deliver, to a person who moved on with their day a long time ago. 4 truths. You were afraid they were right. They were not thinking about you. The respect you wanted from them was respect you were not giving yourself. And the revenge you were planning was only the injury continuing at your own expense. None of that makes the disrespect acceptable. The Stoics were never asking you to pretend it did not happen. They were asking a harder question. Given that it did happen, and given that you cannot unhappen it, how much of your life do you want to spend on it? The answer, almost always, is less than you are spending right now. That is the whole practice.